we need to, basically, assault either Coruscant or Endor. Now, I've read the comments on the last video where I asked everybody, where should I strike? And the majority have said Endor. So, the next plan of attack is to basically combine forces, combine all the heroes that we need into a strike force. So let's just find all the people that we need. We need Leia, we need Han Solo, and actually let's meet over Alien. We might actually use the heroes to take over Alien and then strike Endor, because we have the Lambda shuttle right here. We need C-3PO as the last person, and it looks like we should be stealing something here, but we're not, so let's just do that. And we're getting 123 credits off this guy. There is actually a bug in this game that is kind of, when you start and you save, after a while your credit income will go down, and it's not really easy to fix simply because of how the game loads. So on this galactic day it's going to give me lowered amounts of credits simply because of this. Most of the stuff you get is from planetary income and stealing. So stuff like this, Balmorra probably has a lot more cash normally being given out than 123. And so when you load the new save, all these like planetary incomes reset until I think the next galactic day, or at least a little bit of time or something like that. I don't know how it works exactly. It's a very mysterious bug. But yeah, it's definitely something that we hope to fix, but it's difficult to track down. Anyways, back to the game. We are trying to find C-3PO. Oh, there they are. They're already waiting. Okay, so we have our entire force ready to go. The cool thing that you can do, actually, is on the Endor mission, if you guys didn't know this, you can actually send additional infiltrators. As long as they are stealth infiltrators, like these guys right here, you can send them along on the mission as well. You don't just need the heroes. In fact, we can send Kyle Katarn along with them, but I rather keep him in the core worlds in case we need to remove corruption or something of the like. So we're going to send down our guys all the way down to there. Let's do that. And then also assemble a strike force to attack Alien again. Hopefully our Alien bug doesn't exist. And it looks like right as we say that, we are in the midst of a battle. We have a Dauntless cruiser. We have no space station. We have a Corellian destroyer, some heroes, Garm Beliblis, and one of these guys, Watchkeepers, and a couple of land transports there. We can use them in the fight, I guess. We actually were planning on giving the transports a little bit more of a role in space combat. That they would actually fly around a little bit more like fighters and engage in dogfights. I mean, it depends on which type of transport it is, but at least that's what we were planning to do. What are they coming in with? Can we handle this? We do have two long-range cruisers, and let's bring up the free dreadnoughts right in front, because we're going to need that. You see, like, the transport is pretty sizable, and if it had a turbo laser on it, it would be interesting if you could actually multiply your numbers by risking land troops to engage in combat. It depends, because you might modify the role of other ships. People have also said that this shuttle is way too small, and we know that. That came from resizing the units. So targeting these things for fighters is a lot more difficult now. And we know about that, and that was kind of like a bug beta thing. Speaking of bugs, we once again still have a Watchkeeper that has triple fighters, or two sets of three, which it should only have one set. Real quick here. Audio might be a little too loud. But anyways, let's get back into it. We have three sets of these guys, so we might as well use them. Send them up forward. And let's see what happens with that. We need to also set up our X-Wings and Y-Wings into a strike force. Take out some shield generators before things reach targets. You guys wanted to see new ships, so here's the Black Sun Acclamator 2 cruiser. It's got 3 rotating gun turrets on it, and it also spawns a little bit of fighters. Got a proton torpedo launcher, and V-Wings have been re-added back into, I guess, squadron loadouts for the Black Sun, considering they are a ship that the Black Sun used to use for assault. Oh, we got Star Vipers. It seems like all the fighters are actually becoming a little bit more advanced now, but that could also be due to the loadout. They have a lot of Corellian destroyers and a lot of these torpedo frigates, so we need to take care of this. Send our strike force out and just start taking out shield generators, and keep sending out these TIE Chiss fighters out into the field. We need to select targets here. It seems like the turrets, even though they're smarter in this version, they still manage to be dumb. So keep sending out these fighters out here, and it looks like this shield generator has been taken care of. So the biggest threat I see here is this Venator. So I mean, those Corellian destroyers might cause us some problems, but ultimately it's better to strike the shield generator on the Venator. That's going to be causing us the most problems. Our dreadnoughts are taking most of the fire. Oh shit, they just poured it in! A Venator point blank range! Oh shit! Fucking what the hell? They're taking out our corvettes. Move the corvettes back. All fire on the Venator. All fire on the Venator. We need to take this thing out. Has the shield generator on this thing been removed? No. Send the Y-Wings out to strike that instead. We need our fighters over here defending our bombers. They also have a mercenary commander squadron. Take that out. Let's focus that real quick. Ships are coming in from the north here. They're trying to flank us. But our ships seem to be doing okay. I mean, this battle is actually pretty close in terms of... oh! Did we just take out that shield generator? No, we still haven't. But those X-Wings, I think, just did, which is great. We need more fire on this mercenary commander. Because that mercenary commander right now, if you guys didn't know, I'm going to pause it to explain it a little bit. It provides 10% combat bonuses for all fighters' bombers, and we want to remove that buff. It seems like that's the only squadron there that is giving them that bonus. So if we remove that, all these other fighters are going to stop getting bonuses. Now, one of our dreadnoughts seems to be down. Garm Belibus is taking some damage. But the Dauntless and the main ship are doing pretty well. Let's move this Nebulon B out of the fight. It's taking a lot of damage, and that's not good. We also have that torpedo frigate back there just wailing on us. And it looks like we took out the fighter commander. Oh, no, we haven't. He is not around. But we have another set of fighters up here, so we need to take care of that. Root that out. Venator has been destroyed. Move this dreadnought up into battle. Corellian destroyers also taking damage. We found the fighter squadron back there again. God, there's a lot going on. I'm trying to like commentate on this and fire at the same time, or play or whatever. We took out the main hero out of that fleet. So, congratulations. We have taken out that bonus for them. However, we are running out of fighters and fast. Oh, and Star Vipers now are the main assault. They are ridiculous at this point. They have dual laser cannons on them, but they're pretty slow and weak. But their guns are ridiculous on them, so you can see if you watch them fire. I don't know if you'll see it actually. Buzz droids have been placed near my backlines. That means they upgraded their ships to have buzz droids now. So they have stolen technology from one of our planets. Our dreadnought has been destroyed. So has the Corellian destroyer, I think. I don't see it on the battlefield, so I guess it's gone. We have two X-Wing squadrons battling. Let's send the X-Wing squadrons on that guy. And let's retarget this Venator. Let's bring our fleet this way. Are they porting in another ship? No, they're not. Thankfully. I was getting scared there. We have shuttles out here unprotected. Oh my gosh, the fighter fleet! Get our X-Wings out of there. Garm Belibus, don't die. We need you in this next fight. Take out that frickin' freighter. See, the thing about Black Sun ships now is that these little ships, you need to watch out for them, because look how much just constant damage on my ships. And, you know, while it doesn't do a lot of damage at once, it is certainly not something that you should just leave standing there to just keep wrecking your stuff. I'm really worried about this fighter fleet. They're getting really close here. And here they come to engage. Let's try and target the ships that launch torpedoes. So T-Wing... Oh, shit! We lost Garm Bilibilis. They all targeted him. There was nothing really we could have done there. So I guess, I mean, that's it. Corellian Destroyer just got point-blank wrecked. He went in way too close there. And then the fighters split up because... I don't know why. They chose to not continue their fight. Another Corellian Destroyer down. Another... 3 triple kill! Can we get the quad? Let's move our fast ship up, see if we can't also kill that thing real fast, because this thing is fast. We took out an IPV patrol frigate. They got a couple IPVs left over. I did not know we had a second Nebulon B frigate. This guy's still alive, which is nice. Anglus and Antix 6 or something like that. Antares 6. Oh, Corellian Destroyer down. Look at that. See, once you start fighting these Black Sun stuff things one by one, they are very weak. They need to come in numbers. Notice how they needed 4 Corellian Destroyers to even try and make an impact. They killed off half my ships, but through, you know, since I have 2 capital ships that are extremely much more powerful than Venators, and also they ported in a Venator, like, right up into our lines, so we just destroyed its shields. Not a very good tactic on their part. So, partial luck, partial tactics, and partial game design balance. Which is nice, because before the Black Sun really didn't do anything. At least now they like managed to pretty much destroy me fast. And, you know, a fleet their size is not, you know, it's pretty cheap compared to how much I had to pay for our stuff. It actually evens out pretty well in terms of price points. But yeah, they wasted that one Venator. If that one Venator was brought in at the same time as the second Venator, I don't think I would have been able to handle the firepower. So they they didn't really do a good job at managing their units, and that's why I took the win there. And now we're just going to chase down the rest of these units. This is something we're also developing, you know, I guess. Trying to make it so that the AI is a little smarter and retreats a little faster, but I need to learn some more AI Lua code, which is the next step in my learning process of modding, is learning how to mod the AI, because it's a different programming language than the XML, which is what I've been doing so far. I've done a little bit of Lua to make the Corvettes a little bit less annoying because it was just a distance change. But besides that, I haven't really delved into how the Lua functions in this game work. I know to some of you that might be jibber jabber, but you know, I don't know. I guess if you're interested in the modding process, that is what's been happening, and that is why there's a lot of things that other mods don't do, and that's mess with the AI and mess with like internal, I don't know, game functions. Those missiles just perfectly targeted that ship and just destroyed them. So fighters are just flying around here. A couple of Corvettes. We have a little bit of downtime. So I've been reading comments, and it's really difficult to get to everybody now that the comments are like 50, you know, comments every video. You know, back in my day, back in like before I became, I don't know, I guess moderately successful, you could say, which is awesome. Oh, there's something we could target with a fast ship. Not sure if they'll get there in time though. We'll use our fast ships to bring up and try and go kill it. Another IPV right there that we could take care of as well. Alright, anyways. But yeah, it's been a little difficult to keep up on 50 comments a video. You know, I'm already struggling to put out these videos. You know, I don't have much time. This guy, this is also a new ship, Corellian heavy gunboat that for the Black Sun. It's basically the gunboat for the Rebellion, but with modifications on top of it. So it fires a little bit more missiles. It also fires the blue anti-capital ship missiles as well. So it's been modified by the Black Sun heavily. It also has turbo laser turrets on top, which I'm not sure why they're not targeting me. But we're chasing it. Maybe it just wants to run. Our main fleet down here is just, you know, chilling while our assault fleet goes out and destroys all these other ships out in the nether. And we just took something out. There's another ship up there. Let's take care of them. They really can't win at this point, but it's just like, yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult to, we haven't got to that point yet where we can fix things like this. Also contributing to this fact is that these fucking space maps are huge, which is awesome theoretically, but I think we are probably going to shrink them down just a little bit. for the next version or whatever. I mean, we should at least. Like, it just seems a little bit unnecessary to have this huge battlegrounds. Republic of War does fine, and it has huge battles, and it has small maps. In fact, sometimes you port in like right next to the other fleet, and that's like a rush when that happens. So maybe it's better that we do that. We're just chasing down these ships, continuing to do so. Anyways, back to the comments stuff. Oh my gosh. This is just really frustrating. Just die already. Crazy bastards. Like these small ships just flying around here thinking they can do something. Thinking they think. Yep. Perfect. I'm being extremely articulate today. But yeah, I've been reading your YouTube comments, strategies and stuff, questions and stuff like that. We took out another ship down there. So there's a lot of questions about like what the future plans are. Like, can you add this? Like, lots of cool suggestions which I love. I love suggestions. Not all of them can be used, but so I'm going to answer a couple of questions. I know I was supposed to talk about this in the next part, which is now this part, which is the memory problem. If you also watch Captain Shack at XP Gamers, he did a video on this as well. It happened to him in Republic at War. And a lot of people experience this, and that's when your game will freeze, and then you won't be able to control anything. It's a memory problem with the game. It's not a mod problem. It's a problem with the base game itself. If you go past a certain amount of days in Galactic Conquest, or exceed an amount of like ships, the game just runs out of memory. And so the Thrawn's Revenge team, if you go to their ModDB page, Thrawn's Revenge, there'll be a link in the description for the download for this utility. They've created a utility that basically unfreezes your saves. Any mod works on it, so you just run a save through and it will fix it. I might do a video, but there's really no point. I think Captain Shack does a great tutorial on it, and I guess he beat me to the punch because I kind of wanted to do a video on that too, but that's okay. There's no point of duplicate videos. I'll link his video in the description too, so you can check that out. He explains how to use it. So yeah, shout out to also Habib Khan. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, because you asked that question, and so that's where that whole discussion started from, and then yeah. So yeah, answering questions. Answering the important questions. The other thing is that people have asked, oh gosh, what was it? It was about, well, basically installation problems and instructions, and people are having problems launching the game, their game doesn't launch, it freezes, blah blah blah. First of all, in the included download, there's an installer and a readme, so you obviously have to run the installer to install the mod. You can't just download it and then you also have to use the installer. The other thing that comes with it is a README, which you should read because it has installation instructions and also scenarios where it discusses how to handle having a mod like RAW and AOTR installed, where you need to overwrite files in order to have the AI work. Well, really quickly, we won the Battle of Alien. So we took out a lot of stuff. They lost 2 Venators, 4 of the Corellian destroyers. Oh, there were actually 2 mercenary commanders. Very interesting. I thought for sure there was only 1. We lost a Corellian destroyer, and unfortunately, once again, Garm Beliblis bites the dust. He's been biting the dust so many times, I wonder how he comes back with so many dreadnoughts. I'm surprised he hasn't quit the rebellion and just like, I demand a paycheck. Pay me for these frickin' dreadnoughts already, Rebellion. You're fucking wasting them. So, yeah, back to the installation stuff. I will create a video that will solve video installation guide on how to install the mod. So all those questions will be solved. Fear not. Soon. TM. Back to the game. The Strike Force. Have we arrived? That is our fleet, so we have not arrived. Not everybody has arrived. However, I do see some forces. I see Darth Vader, and I see Imperial Star Destroyer, improved fighters. And yeah, this is they're stacking these planets, so I think Avaram's also going to have a level 5 space station. there's no point in really attacking because we're doing a strike at Endor, and I think everybody's suggestion is right when they say that we don't have enough troops. It will spread us out a little too thin, but we do need that New Republic done. So it will happen. It's just not right now. Soon, TM. Okay, so this fleet is retreated back over Bespin. Ooh, we can remove corruption and then get out of there. Might as well. Alien is still blockaded by us, which is good. We didn't lose any of those transports. Uh-oh, incoming fleet at Quat. Let's actually get ready here for our attack. Oh, we got some more troops here. Now that we don't have... we lost Garmbil Iblis, so we lost our ground assault platform, but I think our heroes should be able to... Oh, shit. Handle that, is what I meant to say, but damn. We have the Executor, and that same Star Destroyer that I'm guessing came from Balmora, right? Yes. Okay. So we have level 2 space station and an MC-80. Probability, damage assessment, we are probably not going to win this. To be honest. Now, if I had an ion cannon, maybe. But there's no point of risking an MC-80 when we have the Mandador sitting right next door. So, unfortunately... Well, actually... No. There's actually a better solution to this. Don't think I'm crazy. Well, okay, I am pretty crazy. But I always like to take advantages of situations, even in the midst of defeat, if the AI plays this the wrong way. They could not play it, so they could play it the right way. They could not play it the not right way. I'm confusing myself. I'm so lost. TIE Avengers! These guys are crazy now. Oh, well, they've always been crazy. TIE Avenger pilots are crazy. They are... I think they're the most balanced starfighter in terms of, like, price versus what they do. They're pretty even in terms with, like, an X-Wing. In fact, I'm pretty sure they exceed an X-Wing's power because of those missiles. But when you put 3 squadrons of X-Wings, there's not much they can really do.
Our space station is under attack.
Let's see if we can quickly do this. The idea behind this is... Oh my god, those TIE fighters. They're just assholes right there. They turned right into my X-Wings, probably killed a couple. But now they're all dead. Now we have a problem. We have TIE bombers approaching. What I really want to do is take out that Star Destroyer, which is what I've been aiming to do here. But we got a lot of defensive fighters. And, oh, there's an interesting question, because somebody also brought this up. It's, Jawa Freak. Oh my god, dude. Jawa Freak has commented. Huge shout out to the guy, because he's been avid supporter of my channel for a long time, and he's been on every video commenting, so I love you, man. I love you. Please keep commenting more. But you actually brought up a question that was like, are we going to see more advanced fighters now as the Empire? And yes, if you can see, you saw some TIE Defenders, or TIE gunboats, or Alpha XG-1 Star Wings, as they're called now, because that's their actual name. Yes, so you see there's like Avengers and, you know, lots of Avengers. TIE, you know, gunboat squadrons, whatever you want to call them. We should have brought the MC-80 up. I don't know why we're just sending out this guy. We don't want to run up. We don't want to blow up the engines. Actually, we want the Imperial Star Destroyer to think it's going to win. So we're not going to attack it just yet. What we're planning to do is just take that Star Destroyer out and then retreat. We might as well take advantage of a good situation. We got TIE Interceptors super fast coming in. Defend the bombers. Bombers also can engage. I think overwhelming numbers will protect the Y-Wings here in this situation. And we also just saw some TIE bombers fly by. Very poor choice on their part. The MC-80's coming up. And we're just back in, luring it. TIE Avengers coming in from the back. We want to engage both the TIE Interceptors and the TIE Avengers to defend our Y-Wings. So we'll send that combination. I think 2 X-Wings can handle a TIE Interceptor squadron. TIE Interceptors are really fast, if you haven't noticed. They're the fastest ship right now for the Empire. That kind of makes them unique as the fastest but also unshielded ship. There's another TIE Avenger coming out. Goodness gracious. Oh no, TIE Avengers! They found our Y-Wings! Help them out! Oh shit, our X-Wings are all engaged. Do not bring the MC-80 up. We do not have fighter support. We will lose this fight. Our X-Wings need to go save... I think the Y-Wings are doing okay, but... God damn it! More TIE Interceptors are clogging. Save those Y-Wings. Y-Wings, move out and engage the shield generator. And that Super Star Destroyer is coming up, so we got to start engaging. We got to move in. All guns need to move in. TIE Fighters are blowing up our X-Wing or Y-Wings. That was such a good strike on their part. But the Y-Wings are going in now for the shield generator run. We need to also make the X-Wings do the same thing. Use up their torpedoes. One X-Wing squadron needs to go on those TIE Interceptors. There goes the shield generator. So now we can start firing on this. Oh my gosh, the fighters are really causing me problems right now. Y-Wings need to engage those TIE Fighters. And it looks like both the fighter battles have moved in. Oh shit, our engine's on the MC-80. Oh crap. They're targeting the engines. Shit, we're gonna lose it. We're gonna lose the MC-80. Well, MC-80 needs to move back to the space station now. That was pretty bad. The fighters distracted me, and I didn't see what was going on back there. So, very stupid loss. And the fighters on the Empire side did not help. So now we're in this position. And now the Super Star Destroyer is probably going to come into range and start firing, so... There's also something that I wanted to do. Jeez, look at this. Now we got... See, Alpha XG-1 Star Wing Squadron is now in the midst here, but, I mean, we have enough stuff to blow this up. Unfortunately, we're not going to get any more fighters. We've lost most of them. The Rebellion ship, the MC-80 is going to bring out a couple fighters, but we've lost this battle, so we're going to auto-resolve, hope for the best, and we didn't get it, so kind of terrible strategy. I was hoping we could have done a little bit more there, but those fighters proved to be overwhelming enough so that I couldn't get my strikes off on the Star Destroyer, and the Star Destroyer's power just destroyed the MC-80, as it should. So now we're left with a dead ship and Quat being blockaded. Sucks, but that's the way the cookie crumbled in that scenario. I kind of... Oh, and then they just leave. Wow, they just completely made a fool out of me. That is just... that's sad. That really hurt my feelings. I'm so sorry. Get Kyle Katarn up in space. Hopefully something doesn't come in. Oh no! Look at this again. Do you guys remember this? Because this is classic right here. The classic. We need to do this battle in 2.6, I feel like, as just a reminder of how classic this battle is. The Atzeri Fortress World with Rebellion-controlled TIE Fighters and Obi-Wan. Yeah. So let's just do this real quick. And of course, all of this still happens because we still haven't figured this shit out. It's a very weird bug that is concerning the fact that I can't figure it out, which really sucks, but although it could be an artifact of porting the save over from 2.5 to 2.6. Because it's still using... Oh, we got LATs. Empire LATs. Of course, look at all this. So, yeah, you guys are all dead now. Oh, the TIE Fighters did actually get a new model in space and in land. And there you go. That's what it looks like. They no longer have colored wings. They just are black TIE Fighters. So now you really can't tell which ones are Rebellion and which ones are Empire controlled. Let's send our rebel troopers down to battle and reorganize our defense. fact, what we should really do is control this bunker here. AT-AT, bring out the tow cables if we had any. And it looks like some Royal Guards are just going to walk by and not give a shit. Imperial Storm Commandos are fighting us here. And now everybody's dead. So let's just sack up in this bunker and wait for them. And yeah, the Royal Guards with melee weapons are going to get destroyed, so I didn't really need to worry about them. That was a very bad use of them. In fact, I don't even know if Royal Guards have a use. They're just kind of like a troll something vehicle. Not vehicle, I mean infantry. Oh, TIE fighters! Oh boy! Now this is just going to get really confusing. But they're already retreating, as they should. How would you even know? Like, this is just friendly fire to the extreme. Alright, so, yeah. Suck it. You're out of Atzeri. Let's actually assault Alien. What is this? Are those our infiltrators? Yeah, we should bring them along. Right. Let's bring the infiltrators along. We should have some time before another battle. Hopefully they won't attack me again. This looks like a sizable attack force. I think we should be okay. We've got a lot of heroes there to cheese our way through, so... let's assault, and let's see if it loads. Most important thing, because Alien has not been able to be attacked because of a really annoying bug. And, oh, and they have Tiberzan on the field, too. But, hey, look at that, it loads. Now, let's see if the infantry spawn in the right place. They don't. Apparently, this still have not been fixed, even though we definitely fixed it. But I'm guessing that's a port. The fact I'm using an old save. What could actually work is that if I run the unit defreezer through this might actually... yeah, this is not going to go anywhere. Yep. So our infantry's just going to die. Great. We're still spawning in the bottom left corner of this fucked up map. And we don't want to auto-resolve because we don't want to risk our hero. So, fuck this. Have a nice day. We're leaving. I saw another fleet was approaching, which I really don't want to deal with right now, considering I really want to get to Endor in this episode. But it's just taking forever. Oh, the Executor just, spawned as I tried to build a space station. We're building an ion cannon in Quat. We're doing it. And we're also sending the Mandador over there, so they need to deal with that. Our Endor fleet is ready to go. So we're gonna head on over there. We're gonna try and steal some more tech with this guy. Mandador versus Executor. The fight begins. Actually, this is a pretty epic fight. It's both the Rebellion largest ship and the Empire's largest ship, and a carrier. And Kyle Katarn is also leading this fight. We have a general and a fighter tactician. Is he a fighter tactician? No, he is not. He doesn't give anything except his extra nice ship that will help us with fighters. So, who will win in the comments below? I want to see you guys predict this before the win. If we know, stakes are pretty high, so, I mean, to be honest, this is not a battle I want to fuck up, because if we lose the Mandador, we might lose the Galactic Core and all the work that went into trying to make this work. So, we need to do some fighter setups. Let's set up our Hero and A-Wings as anti-fighters on the 1 squadron. Get our B-Wings and Y-Wings as our bomber squad. And get our X-Wings as the 3rd. And then our main ships are 4s. So we're gonna go this way. We're gonna try and not go straight into that battle. We got a lot of TIE bombers coming in. Send our Y-Wings out. Our X-Wings as well. Towards the Executor. Interceptors have engaged us. Let's use Kyle Katarn as the person to take out those TIE bombers. And it looks like our A-Wings are now freed up, so... Oh gosh, we need to kill these TIE bombers before they do some serious damage. Use their boost. Engage and fire the missiles! and they just got completely annihilated. And that is what A-Wings are perfect for, right there. You don't really want them in dogfights. You want them to do that. You want them to just cheese an entire bomber squadron. We're going for the shield generator. Let's bring our hero and A-Wings over here to aid in the assault. I don't think we have anything else really to worry about, because all they have is TIE fighters in random places. Our X-Wings have done their torpedo strike, so we're gonna... Oh my god, the amount of torpedoes that just hit. And it's still not enough to take out an Executor shield generator, so this thing is just massive. Turn on the ion cannons to disable the ship. We have taken out its shields in a significant manner. We got a lot of B-Wings and a lot of... Oh, we did manage to actually destroy it. That's intense. The B-Wings must have really destroyed that. Let's get the engines now. Engines are the next target. And we need to protect our bombers here. But TIE interceptors are actually engaging our interceptors. That is actually... See, this is not a good way to use TIE or A-Wings, but I mean, we need to. We got B-Wings being chased by TIE fighters and TIE interceptors, so let's clear that. And we got TIE Avengers. We're going to send our hero on them. We've taken out the engines. And now we can start the assault with our main ship. Now that we have done that, I think we should be okay. The amount of fighters that we have destroying the Executor is really... We're focusing fire on all hard points. We need to use the X-Wings as anti-fighter. Keep our bombers alive, because they're the ones that are dishing out all the damage here. Use the X-Wings. This B-Wing is probably destroyed. But we are getting more stuff out of here, so let's keep sending stuff. Just a Y-Wing and an X-Wing squadron. Not really much to brag about. But we're striking this Executor as hard as we can. We have 2 B-Wing squadrons left, but our Mandador is supplying us with more, so let's keep sending them out. B-Wings seem to die first, which is weird. I think they are less... At least they're larger ships, so they can get hit more easily, and which is why they die faster. They're a little bit less mobile, I guess, than Y-Wings, even though they're pretty fast, I think, in the lore. Well, they do have the, boost speed ability, but I mean, they are bombers, so it's not like they're not gonna get away from something, from like an interceptor squadron or something. So I mean, they're still bombers. Like, you still don't want to use them as fighters. But yeah, it looks like we're doing okay. Mandador's coming in now and using all of its guns. This is looking really good. I think we did actually take out the Executor. It lined itself up in a very weird way, which is why we kind of snuck around the left. I saw it was turning right, so I figured if we snuck left fast enough, we might actually do something. Let's leave the carrier not in the battle. I mean, we could use its guns to target, but I don't want it getting too close. That's an unnecessary death that doesn't need to happen. A lot of TIE bombers. Our wings of bombers are getting resupplied as the battle continues. Our Mandador is also turning around for some reason. And their TIE fighters are coming in, trying to engage us. But, alas, the Mandador now turns around and all power to weapons. And our Mandador is now absolutely devastating this Super Star Destroyer. Oh, we have TIE Avengers and TIE bombers up there, so let's send all fighters. It looks like they're actually assaulting my Mandador. I don't really care about that. That's a bad strategy. They should be actively trying to take out my fighters. And they're not, so they're losing. Because they're going after my Mandador, which, one TIE bomber isn't going to do much against a Mandador. And we're using our hero. Let's actually go into cinematic mode and watch this thing. Look at our Kyle Katarn just took out 4 TIE bombers. Awesome. Moldy Crow in action. Let's actually watch some A-Wings. Let's stay away. Let's watch these A-Wings engage TIE fighters. Absolutely awesome. The A-Wings actually do have moving turrets now, if you don't see, which is what they actually do have in the lore. Their turrets on the A-Wings swivel, and which allows them to fire in vertical formats and like around corners. So they're really good at sweeping a shitload of bombers. Because they can just keep targeting them as they loop around. Not really good for... You can see that they're losing to... Well, I mean, they didn't lose to TIE fighters, but there's only 4 of them left now. So, not really the best combat for dogfight. Now we can watch this in cinematic mode. Watch all the lasers. This Super Star Destroyer is about to go down and take it. And Mandador is still in very good shape. In fact, no damage has been done to it, so... The last strike on the Executor. And it ends in a massive explosion. If you recall back to Part 4 of Awakening of the Rebellion Let's Play, Part 4, which was 2 years ago, this Executor used to spawn up way in the air, and it no longer does, and we watch it descend into the abyss. We have destroyed the Executor once and for all. It's going down. Mandador wins, ladies and gentlemen. We had more fighters. We also had a carrier. And now we are A-OK. But we do have only one Mandador defending this entire sector. So we are going to be scrambling to try and do something about that. Now, we also have this problem. This Outer Rim problem. And we don't really have enough things to attack it, so we're going to build up some land troops while we assault this Endor mission, which is, you know, they're heading on over there. And Organa. No steel up here. Let's go to Mandalore. We might have a steel up there. I don't know anymore. Bilbringi. What is over here? Let's actually spy and find out. They have a capital shipyard. They do not have a hypervelocity cannon. They have a lot of random things. Ooh, they started building interdictors, which means they have leveled up their tech quite significantly. So now we have to deal with interdictors. This is an interesting, actually, scout. All their Star Destroyers are now coming out with advanced fighters. So, oh, and their Imperial Star Destroyer 2 is over here. So now, this is close to the Imperial Revenant, but, I mean... It's very interesting, actually, how this battle progresses. We might actually get shut out of the core in this strike, but we do need to strike Endor. So we're here with our rebel group. Hypervelocity cannon.
Werden wir sehen, ob dieser Code seinen Preis wert war.
Es wird funktionieren. Es wird funktionieren. Raumfähre Delirium. Wir beginnen jetzt mit der Deaktivierung des Schutzschildes. Behalten Sie Ihren Kurs bei. Na also, habe ich ja gesagt, es wird funktionieren. Überhaupt kein Problem.
So now we can invade Endor and start the fight. Tydirium has landed. We have used the Tydirium to land onto Endor. And they seem to have a Sith warrior down here. Interesting. I don't recall that from the movies. I think we should fix that, shouldn't we? But we attack Endor. And we need to land our troops fast. So let's bring down our main heroes. Leia, Luke, and the combo of the century, Chewie and Han. And we have befriended the Ewoks. So they are going to also cause an uprising. Oh man, the Sith Lord is attacking Ewoks. No! We are communing with the Ewoks right now, and the Ewoks are getting slaughtered. And oh look, they have told us where the shield generator is. So now we have to attack it. We're building turrets. Our infiltrators are building turrets. And we're heading over to this landing zone because we have more... we have one more infiltrator squad that we could possibly use, and there's a hypervelocity cannon here that we want to take out for our fleet to come in. Our special fleet that Mon Mothma is ready and has assembled. To be honest, we should make that a mission, attacking the Death Star 2. Surprised we haven't. And the Ewoks have been fighting up here. And then our rebels are coming down here. Oh no! They have an entire fleet here of ground troops. Look at that. They have all these things. Let's avoid the hypervelocity cannon for now.
Time for a little surprise.
They have AT-PTs we need to take out. We have taken out the AT-PTs. We're coming in from the back door, as in the movies, because their entire force is coming from up here. But they have realized they know what's going on because of the Emperor, and there's a Sith Lord. Luke Skywalker is about to battle a Sith Lord. If he didn't run away like a puss. Lightsaber battle. Luke. Go into cloak. I know the Luke should be on the Death Star, I guess. Lightsaber battle! Oh! We have won! A lot of Ewoks have just died there. We've got more Ewoks. Send them up to the distraction. We've got some more rebel infiltrators. Bring them up. They're attacking us with ATAAs. Let's bring Chewie. Chewie, go. Chewie, go. Too bad there's no ATST we can steal. And we've stolen the ATAA. And now it can lead the charge against the Imperial Stormtroopers. Luke Skywalker's just messing them up. We have to go to the shield generator. Don't worry about the outpost. Ewoks up here are distracting the other Imperial troops. Getting slaughtered, but I mean, that's okay. Let's blow up the shield generator. And we have successfully taken out the shield generator, and the fleet is now ready to invade Endor. The Death Star. Curious. It turns out that in this rendition of the Star Wars galaxy, the Death Star 2 is actually completed, and it looked a lot like Episode 4. Interesting. Indeed, we actually did just only take out the first Death Star, I think. Not the second one. Very curious. Well, we have completed the Endor mission, so now we have Endor over here, and we're under control of Endor.
Enemy fleet.
And it looks like they're already approaching Endor, which is interesting. I'm pretty sure the Black Sun is getting ready to attack us now that they've realized that the Empire Death Star has been destroyed in their vicinity. And indeed, they have blockaded us with a Venator. Well, we have attacked Endor, and Endor is now ours. We have avoided the Death Star imminent threat. So we can get back to assaulting the core worlds, and I think this about wraps up this episode. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye-bye.